gonna need you to trust me here, man. So I found Leisure Suit Larry, Magna Laude on the PS2. I'm using it on a emulator. It's called PCSXE. I think PCSXE2 or PCSXE. I can't remember what the acronym is. It's kind of ridiculous. It's like a couple of new acronyms we have in society that have too many letters and colors on it. Okay, so I found this game, right, and I played it before, but here's the kicker: I played it on PS2 years ago, and then I played it on PC, and I noticed the PC has far superior textures than the PS2 version, right? And I noticed nobody ever attempted to mod this game, which blows my mind. This is one of the greatest college games ever made, and I just light bulb just went off. So this is on the PS2. This is being emulated, but I ripped the textures from the PC version of the game and I put them onto the PS2 version of the game. But here's the stipulation here. I also AI upscaled times 6 minimum all of the textures from the PC version that I ripped and plopped onto this, and the end result is it's staggering, bro. It's freaking. You just gotta see it, man, to believe it. I'm just gonna new game it here. I'm gonna skip all this. I gotta be careful because against a college game, it's not for kids. So there's things in his room that I'm gonna have to kind of like avoid looking at. He's got a lot of to not sugarcoat it. There's a lot of adult stuff in his room, and I don't want to get in trouble here. So I'm just gonna quickly I'm gonna load it up and I'm gonna run out.
Good morning, nephew. First, when
You can
something
see it
serious
there. He's got
happens.
the thing of lotion right there on his nightstand.
Whoa, slow down.
I'm gonna quickly exit out. I don't. His room is just. There's too much going on in his room, dude. Yeah, but apparently, look how beautiful that looks, dude. It's AI upscale. I pretty much 4K'd everything in the game, and it looks insane, dude. And I play this game on like 4 to 8K. Like my television is like my computer is pristine, so I need I need like the best graphics I can get for this. But I'm gonna show you my personal tweaks that I'm making too. So here's an example here. This swingle sign on the wall here. This is my own iteration of my own version of the swingle sign. It's been upscaled. It's not heavily upscaled. It's been upscaled enough to get across the point that the swingle sign is still digitally made. While it you get what I'm saying. It's the quality. I'm assuming this game takes place in the year 2000, either in the 90s or the year 2000. I haven't really figured it out yet, but it a lot of basically not everything is going to be like heavily upscaled, especially stuff that's digitally like printed and made. Here's another example here. These signs on this door, they've been heavily upscaled to my own personal modifications. I do research and I actually look. I find the text from every version of Leisure Suit Larry to make sure that I have the proper text on everything. Here's another example: this vending machine. Keep in mind this is being emulated on the PS2, by the way. Which if you played this on the PS2, everything's Vaseline smudged. You can't read text in this game on the PS2 version. But as you can see here, everything's clear.
Oh, baby, look at.
Well, hey, look at you. Swingles in
Here's
town.
something I showcased in the previous video. I'm gonna label that video. Well, it's already labeled. I'm gonna label this video part two. But here's another thing too. These are the textures that are ripped from the PC version of Leisure Suit Larry, and I just plopped them on top of Sally Mae here. Sally Mae is my favorite girl. I like country girls, and I also upscaled the texture times 6. And look how beautiful that looks, dude. It's so crisp. Look at her face, dude. She's got freckles on her face, bro. If you play this on the PS2, you know this is probably the most insane thing you've ever seen. You can see the freckles on her face. Look at the details. My favorite thing to look at on Salome is her butt for obvious reasons. But you can see the pockets. The pockets on her butt are so detailed, man. I replaced all the UI assets. They're upscaled. Posters. Here's another example in the base game. This is for both the PC and for the PS2. But the you can't read that poster in either one of those games. But as you can see here, I went ahead and I researched, deciphered, and I replanted the text in here, and it's clear and it's as concise as can be. and it looks amazing, dude. I even upscaled the picture of Abe Lincoln gripping butts in the poster. It looks amazing, dude. That looks so good. And that's all I'm doing. As I take the assets and I upscale or replace them, I go ahead and I replant the text. I research, decipher, and I replant the text where applicable. Because it's important to be able to read stuff, you know. That's the whole point. What's the point of like remastering this game if you can't read anything in a remaster? And then here's another example of something I call it if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But here's Captain Slappy's poster from the default game. I left it pixelated. And the reason I left it pixelated because it's an old digital poster. Like some things can be pixelated and look good, man. Like because of the
How
times that things are
zippy
made.
do.
Just like if it makes sense, I'll leave it be. But this game looks amazing, dude. It's so pristine. I upscaled all the NPCs. If you're familiar with Leisure Suit Larry, Magna Cum Laude, you know the NPCs look awful in that game. As you can see here with an upscale, you can see the details in their face. Their clothing is far more detailed. I'm of course gonna go back and do some of my own personal modifications to the characters too to make them even more superior somehow. But yeah, it just everything just transferred over perfectly. I need to run outside here and because I want to showcase some more stuff here. The NPCs look amazing though. Look how clean she looks. She looks so clean, dude. Her eyebrows, how sharp it is. It's just this. These
Whoa,
textures are
slow
amazing,
down.
dude. Gonna jump outside. I need to turn on that thing so the loading screens are like hyper fast. I run this on an SSD, and my computer I have like a baby matrix, like an overly powerful computer too, running on like NVIDIA with like all the bells and whistles. So I'm pretty sure you can speed this up though. I don't like sitting through those loading screens.
Hey there, trust funders. America's
Look at
hottest
that.
new
Look how
celebrity
clean that is,
reality show
bro.
is coming to Walt.
Skip that. There's one thing I want to show off here before I close the video out. I want this video to be like super long. Bro, this is what I'm working on, which is the campus. I'm retexturing everything in the campus. I've always hated the texture work for the campus. I just think it was just not properly colored. The grass was too green. A lot of the textures were too low in scale. And this is my version of what I think it should look like. And it looks amazing, dude. Look at the detail in this grass, bro. And then the environment's not jarring anymore. You know, there was something about it, just aesthetically, the color scheme would it would hurt your eyes with the how bright the colors
Why
were.
don't you pick up some?
And I think this is far superior. Look at the detail. Look at the freaking detail on her, bro. Look at her eyes. She's got freckles too. I didn't even notice that. The detail in her hair, bro. Bro, bro, these PC textures. A lot of you guys are probably like, I don't know what this is. What in the world? Blah blah blah, bro. This is my childhood game first and foremost, and I've always wanted to see this remastered. This is hands down, in my opinion, not even in my opinion. This is hands down the greatest Leisure Suit Larry game made so far. It had a sequel, but the sequel was really bad. It was like box office bust or something. It was a really bad game, dude. It totally missed the point of what makes Leisure Larry games. But another thing I want to show before I close out the video here is Larry's face. See Larry's face? See his hairline? I actually went and redid his hair so he has hyper realistic hair just for consistency because a lot of the NPCs they have far more detailed hair than for some weird reason Larry does. It's very inconsistent, this art in this game. So I'm just making everything consistent again, and that's what I ultimately came up with is a very detailed hairline, very detailed looking hair on his head. His clothes, as you can see if you look at his pants there, his clothes have been hyper upscaled to be ultra realistic. His if you look at his eyebrows, you can see the strands in his eyebrows there. Like the textures look amazing now. Hopefully you
Oh
agree.
no, that guy.
But yeah, this is a project I'm working on, bro. It's Leisure Suit Larry.
I'm a
I don't
high-tech
care if
machine.
you guys want to see this or care to see this on my channel. It's my channel. So I'm gonna keep posting just update videos for this as I'm doing progress because I love this game, dude. And of course I'll be careful to skip all the adult stuff because or I may in the future just make a 18 plus video and just label it 18 plus so children can't watch it. and just make an adult version of the video because these textures, these are to die for, dude. That's it. God bless.